The graduation bell rang out. Our youth came to a standstill at this very moment. To be able to hug my deskmate. That day, I planned to hug everyone in the class. But before I could even reach the class president, I was grabbed by the sleeve of my uniform and pulled away by my deskmate. If you want to hug this young lady, you don't need to go to all that trouble. With that said, I suddenly found myself in a gentle embrace, like the warm spring sunshine. Anna whispered close to my ear, like an echo in the valley. From now on, except for me, you're not allowed to hug any other classmates. Before the monthly exam, I splurged a whopping 20 yuan to buy the exam prediction secrets compiled personally by the top student in our grade, who was studying abroad. However, the moment I held the exam paper in my hand, I flipped through it back and forth, checking it over a dozen times. In my heart, only 4 words remained: I'm totally screwed. He didn't guess a single question right. After the exam, I went to find the sly top student Anna to demand justice. She smiled innocently. You know what? Predicting exam questions is just like having a secret crush. In most cases, it doesn't hit the mark. But that evening on the way home from school, I accidentally caught a glimpse of another side of the perfect kid next door. Her uniform was casually tied around her waist. A cold glint sparkled from the earring in her ear. Her eyes reflected the cool blue of her contact lenses. Arms crossed over her chest. A bag slung over one shoulder. Lazily leaning against the bus stop sign pole. She looked every bit like a delinquent big sister. My mind went blank in an instant, striking first to gain the upper hand, demanding my money back. Give me my money back. I promise, I won't tell a soul. Anna smirked, lifting her eyelids with a cold glance my way, her demeanor distant, full of chill, completely different from the image of the obedient, gentle top student, with excellent social connections at school. It was like night and day. If it weren't for the footprint on her white shoe that I accidentally stepped on today, I would have doubted myself, wondering if I'd mistaken her for someone else. She leisurely adjusted her sleeve without haste. The sky gradually darkened. The hazy glow of the streetlights gently enveloped her delicate, beautiful face, adding a touch of, mysterious gentleness to her. She smiled softly and approached me. Strangely, it was the same eyes and brows. But now, her smile lacked purity. Instead, it carried a hint of allure. Tall and slender figure, walking with ease. Her whole body exuded an aura that made people hesitant to approach casually. About that. I admit my voice was a bit loud just now. I swallowed hard, instinctively lowering my head. Anna smiled mockingly. Such a coward, but she obediently opened her bag, using her slender, beautiful fingers to pinch out a 20 yuan bill. My eyes lit up at the sight of the money. I reached out to take it. She suddenly stood on tiptoe, holding the bill high up. I jumped up to grab it immediately, but accidentally lost my balance, suddenly tumbling onto her, seeming to accidentally touch something I shouldn't have. Oh no, what was that? You little pervert, do you want to be in my arms that badly? My face flushed red instantly, bowing my head low, not knowing what to do. How could she be so improper? Whoa! From behind came teasing cheers and whistles. It was a group of girls in uniforms, none of them wearing their uniforms properly, all copying Anna by tying them around their waists. At a glance, it was clear they were in the same gang as Anna. Sis, what's going on here? How could you extort such a handsome guy? Anna stuffed the bill into my hand, suddenly feeling an odd sense of joy inside. If there's nothing wrong, you kids should get your eyes checked. Take a good look. I'm the one being extorted here. The bill in my hand suddenly felt burning hot. The monthly exam results arrived as scheduled. Dead last, shining bright. I held the exam paper full of red marks. regret filling my heart endlessly. If only I hadn't blindly trusted that so-called reputation, and wasted all that time on that ridiculous exam prediction guide. Using that time to read more books instead might have kept me at fifth from the bottom. Every time after the monthly exam, we had to reshuffle our seats. Everyone lined up in the hallway one by one, in a row ordered from highest to lowest scores. Those with high scores got priority in choosing seats. Low scorers picked last, standing at the end of the line. I thought dejectedly, what a hassle. After choosing, I still have to clean up this messy pile of stuff. If the first-ranked person has choice paralysis, facing so many empty seats, wouldn't they feel agonized and conflicted? Thinking like that, choosing last didn't seem so bad after all. After a long wait, it was finally my turn. In the vast classroom, only one seat remained empty. The good news, it was my old seat. No need to bother moving stuff. The bad news was, my deskmate was Anna again. Classmate, Alex. How have you been? Anna cheerfully waved at me, her face still beaming with that unchanged smile, like warm spring sunshine. Come on, miss. It's just the two of us. Do you have to act so convincingly? To verify my suspicion, I scribbled quickly on a scrap of paper. Do you have a twin? A sister or something? With identical looks but completely opposite personality. After reading the note, Anna slumped over the desk, covering her mouth, and laughing non-stop. Laughing so hard my desk shook violently. After laughing her fill, she crouched down and beckoned me. I leaned in instinctively. The next second, she pulled me close to the desk. With a mischievous grin, she whispered in my ear, playfully asking, "Why do you like me so much?" Anna's warm breath brushed against my neck, making my whole body stiffen suddenly. I quickly sat up straight, writing on the paper. Ha 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 ha. I hope classmate Anna can be a bit more proper. Your weak spot is still in my hands. She acted like she didn't care at all, but then obediently nodded, saying in a shy voice, Alex, I'll do whatever you say. Hey, don't say things that could be misunderstood." Amid the curious stares shooting from all directions, I trembled through the entire class. That was the first time I truly understood what it meant to be on pins and needles. After class, the class heartthrob Chris invited me to the bathroom. Even though I didn't need to go, I went with him anyway. In every class, there's always one guy who's handsome and gets along incredibly well with everyone. Based on my painful experience from middle school, it's best to befriend those central figures. Before, I was just a tag-along on the sidelines with Chris. But lately, he's been seeking me out more often. Alex, copy my calligraphy homework for me. Alex, come to the cafeteria with me. Alex, my basketball team has something today. Today's cleaning duty is all on you. I didn't really want to do it, but hearing people around say you two have such a good relationship, I gradually lost myself. Maybe friendships come in many forms, but I didn't dare think too much. Afraid I'd end up disappointed, I shook my sore wrists, continuing to copy the punishment for Chris. Suddenly, a soap bubble landed on the desk. Who knows where Anna got these from? I leaned close to the bubble, watching the shimmering colors. Out of nowhere, she poked it with a pen, splashing water all over my face. Anna, what are you doing? Her expression was rarely this serious. Alex, how old are you now? Still playing this fake friendship game? Are you really happy? She hit the nail on the head, but I didn't feel annoyed, just silently slumped over the desk, resignedly replying, "Aren't you the same as me?" She was stunned for a moment. Then she copied me, sprawling over the desk. We faced each other, clearly doing nothing at all, but it made my heart feel strangely at peace. Because she'd seen right through me, everything felt more real instead. Sunlight rested on her perfect profile. Her lashes were truly so long. eyes clear as crystal, beautiful enough to stir the soul, truly stunning. I was secretly admiring that delicate face when she suddenly leaned in close. If I hadn't reacted quickly, we almost kissed you. You? What are you doing? You look so cute. I just wanted to kiss you. Don't talk nonsense. Those stray cats downstairs are cute too. Why don't you? You. I was so flustered I couldn't speak. I had to bury my face in my uniform. Just then, Chris came over wanting to switch seats with me. The next 2 periods were self-study. Sneaking a switch wouldn't get noticed. Alex, for the next 2 periods. Can I switch seats with you? It was a negotiating tone. But he was already carrying his books over. Sure. The flush on my face hadn't faded yet. I hurriedly packed up my books on the desk, when suddenly Anna held me back. Hey, you haven't asked your deskmate's opinion yet. Chris spoke gently. Sorry, Anna, can I sit here? No, I refuse. Firm and decisive. Short and to the point. The onlookers around were all stunned. I was surprised because she could refuse so easily. The others were shocked that she dared refuse the class-hot guy. In my heart, it felt like I'd won the lottery. An odd sense of joy. Even my homework speed picked up. That evening, after school, I was dragged by Chris and some guys to the newsstand. They said the posters of a Korean girl group had arrived. I'm not up on entertainment news, nor do I like chasing idols. But I didn't want to feel out of place with the group. It seemed like if I liked what they liked, they'd like me back. On the way home, passing a fruit stand, it looked so fresh. I used the 20 yuan I'd just extorted to buy a bag of red apples. My little sister loves them. If I cut them into Pikachu shapes from the cartoon, she'd love them even more. My hands were full, so it was hard to open the door. I knocked loudly. Mom! Mia, your brother's home. Hurry and open the door for me. The door opened, but unbelievably, the one opening it was Anna, making me almost drop the bag of apples. You, why are you at my house? Mia poked her little head out, her eyes sparkling. The pretty big sister came to deliver your monthly exam papers, bro. Anna shook the disastrous stack of my monthly exams, her expression like she was waiting to be praised. The teacher said it needs a parent's signature. You left it in your desk drawer. I really appreciate it, thanks. As soon as I entered, the aroma of food hit my nose. I wrinkled my nose and sniffed. It was my favorite braised shrimp. Mom wasn't affected at all by that wrecked exam, smiling brightly to welcome me. Little Alex is home? Hurry and call your new friend to wash hands and come eat. My mouth drooped. Best friend, huh? Anna immediately covered my mouth, lowering her voice to reply sweetly. Thank you, Auntie. This is so embarrassing. Mom wiped her hands on her apron. What's there to be embarrassed about, dear? Auntie toy. Auntie's pretty confident in her cooking skills. Anna flashed a radiant smile at my mom. Such a poseur. Whatever, I'll go wash the apples. Anna trailed behind me like a shadow, smiling with ill intent. I've got nothing to do. Let me help you wash the apples. Don't grin like an idiot like that. Strangely, she didn't argue back at all. She really obediently rolled up her sleeves to help, making it seem like I was the unreasonable one. Just as I was about to apologize, the next second, she grabbed my hand, wanting to wash the apples together. Hold on. This girl has no sense of shyness at all. I quickly pulled my hand away and turned to cut the apples. Anna curiously watched. The apple slices shaped like Pikachu, her face full of amazement. I smugly showed off, raising an eyebrow proudly. Well, pretty, right? She smiled. Her gaze shifted from my hands straight to me. Very pretty. Her eyes bright and sincere. For a moment, I thought she was complimenting me. My heart skipped a beat. How does she know how to flirt like that? I hurriedly grabbed the fruit plate and fled the scene. Snatched up Mia Daria and stuffed apples into her mouth forcefully. Anna nimbly helped my mom carry the dishes. Set out bowls and chopsticks. Mom looked more and more pleased. Look at her, Mom said. Her name is Anna, dear. Look at Anna there. Then look at you two kids. Mia's mouth full of apple, blankly blinking her eyes. Finally, dinner was served. The main dish was the one my sister and I loved most. Stewed cod with tofu. Mom, did the boss give you a bonus today? Why's dinner so lavish? Mom brought out the bottle of red wine Dad had saved for ages, smiling brightly. No way. Isn't it because you brought a friend home today? Thinking back to what happened with Lily in middle school. You never brought friends home anymore. Mom thought you couldn't make any friends. Aren't we all happy now? In middle school, I once had a very close girlfriend named Lily. I often brought her home for meals. Our family conditions were average. Dad and Mom came from the countryside to make a living in town. Gradually got a foothold and bought an old house. Since Dad was an interior decorator, the home decor was pieced together, bit by bit, completely without a unified style. If someone didn't want their tiles anymore, we'd take them to lay a few. If someone threw away wallpaper, we'd pick it up to paste a bit. The floor tiles in our house now still have mismatched patterns. Originally, the family didn't plan on having another child, but accidentally pregnant and couldn't bear to abort. Mom and Dad treated both of us very well. No favoritism. My room was given to my sister. I set up a bed in the living room to sleep. Life was simple, but every day passed happily. Lily was the only friend who knew about our family's situation. Later, Lily was bullied at school. I stood up to help her. Leading to later, the bullying target shifted to me. They even made up rhymes to mock me, like country bumpkin. Poor kid. This old and still no private room. Them treating me like that didn't sadden me too much. What broke my heart was, Lily became one of the bullies too. Though she didn't say it out loud. She joined the group in isolating me. From then on, I stopped liking to make friends, and never brought anyone home again. Hey, why bring that up? Mom picked a braised shrimp for me. I thought I'd hidden it well. Sensing my parents' feelings, I comforted. Mom, don't worry. I'm doing great with relationships in class. I have a few friends. Under the table, I lightly kicked Anna. Yes, Alex has great relationships. I'm one of them. That's good. That's wonderful. Mom had just finished cooking. Her cheeks still flushed. Hearing Anna's words, Mom finally sighed in relief, looking at us with affection. My eyes suddenly stung. I lifted my bowl and shoveled rice quickly, on the way escorting Anna home. She kept waving her arms up and down, gesturing wildly. What are you doing? Is that your height on the door frame? Yeah, and my sister's too. What about it? Anna burst out laughing. She ruffled my hair. Alex, it seems like you haven't grown an inch since middle school. Nonsense. I pretended to raise my hand to hit Anna. She quickly dashed away. I wasn't really going to hit her. Hey, where do you live? Let me walk you to the main road. Our place is pretty remote. I'm afraid you won't find your way back. I didn't expect you to be so kind. Cut the crap. This handsome hero has always been chivalrous like that. Got it? Anna stopped teasing, smiling and pointing to the villa across the street. Actually, since I started understanding things, I knew this world was never fair. The unfairness is, clearly we all breathe the same air under one sky, but some are born into mansions. While I grew up in rundown earthen houses from childhood, I stared intently at the villa area across, saying I'm not envious. Even I wouldn't believe it. Living there would be nice. Noticing my mood dipping, Anna ruffled my hair. With a playful expression, my cat at home can do flips. Wanna come see? Sk, trying to trick me again. This time, the hero's strike didn't miss. My hand pinched her cheek hard and said, "Be proper. Gotta be a bit more proper. You know?" Anna rubbed her cheek. "Fine if you don't want to come. Bye." She walked farther away, her figure growing smaller. A girl who seems so confident and lively. Why does her back look so lonely? Suddenly, she turned and waved at me, with a very sweet smile, shouting loudly toward me, "Alec, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow." What a kid, though I muttered that. My heart felt strangely happy, even my steps lightened up. For the first time I looked forward to going to school so much. That night, before sleep, my mind kept circling Anna's "see you tomorrow. Can't think anymore, or I won't get up tomorrow." In the morning, looking at the dark circles in the mirror, beauty is deadly, truly deadly. But even until the first period bell rang, Anna still hadn't shown up. That whole day, I studied in a daze. Is something wrong with her? What if, last night, she caught the eye of bad guys? Or did she transfer schools? Only then did I realize I had no way to contact Anna at all. The classmate relationship gave me an illusion. The illusion that since we meet every day in class, we could always find each other anytime. Turns out me and everyone in this class have no real strong bonds. Not even with Anna. Realizing that, I gazed at the fading sunset outside the window, full of sighs. Until the last period. Anna's seat remained empty. Trouble never comes alone. The sky, full of stars. Suddenly, dark clouds rolled in thickly. By the time I reacted, it was pouring rain like a deluge. With no choice, I called Mia. Then sat back in class, watching classmates stand up one by one and leave the room, seeing the rain starting to lighten. Just about to stand, a familiar figure suddenly appeared at the classroom door. I froze for a second. Anna, with beads of sweat on her forehead, leaning against the door, holding 2 umbrellas. Alex, still waiting for this lady. Seeing her, a hard-to-describe joy surged in my heart. "Anna, school's out. What are you doing here? Aren't I afraid you'd get wet?" I rushed here, specially. I deliberately turned to look out the window, but the reflection, with upturned corners, betrayed the owner's great mood. "Thanks, comrade little Anna. It's just so late. You should catch a ride home safely." Anna giggled and came over. She squatted in front of my desk, resting her chin on the desk, looking at me pitifully. No. I just want to go home with the handsome hero, Alex. Don't want to take a car." I gave the driver the day off. If Anna had a tail, it'd probably be wagging to the skies by now. Too cute. I muttered a sentence so soft it was hard to notice. What a rule breaker. Anna definitely heard, but she pretended not to, smiling brightly like a little fox. Come on. She tugged my arm, shaking it back and forth. I really couldn't withstand this fierce attack, quickly surrendering. All right, whatever you want, all for you." As we neared home, we just happened to run into Mia heading out to bring me an umbrella. "Sis Anna, bro, you're back. Hi, sis." "You little brat. You've only known her a few days. And you're calling her first." Mia giggled. "Bro stares at sis Anna every day. That's why it feels different. Plus, bro da. I purposely came out in the rain to pick you up. And you don't even care about your little sister. All right. At least you have some conscience." Anna watched me and my sister bicker. Smiling with indulgence, she waved, her tone slightly tinged with loneliness. "So I'll head back first." Just then Mom came out to take out the trash. "Little Anna's here. Why leave so early? Come in and have dinner with the family. Auntie made lots of yummy dishes today," Mom said, then grabbed Anna's hand and led her inside, her mouth not forgetting to nag. "Here, use Auntie's phone. Call home and say you won't be back for dinner." Anna was surrounded by the warmth. She smiled self-deprecatingly. Getting to eat Auntie's cooking is awesome. Otherwise, I'd just order takeout at home. Eating out all the time isn't good. This child, you're at the growing age. Mom scooped her a heaping bowl of rice. Anna took a big bite right away, mumbling, "What can I do? I live at home all alone." Our whole family suddenly fell silent. The atmosphere filled with sympathy for Anna. Along with a bit of curiosity about her situation. Dad was the first to break the awkwardness. "It's okay, little Anna. From now on, come eat at Uncle and Auntie's house." Dad scratched his neck, his expression a bit embarrassed, expressing kindness straightforwardly but fearing rejection. Anna wasn't polite at all, sipping a mouthful of rib soup, mumbling, "Thank you, Uncle and Auntie, but I can't eat for free like this. Let me tutor Alex extra door dot." My parents heard that and smiled brightly, nodding repeatedly in agreement. The more I thought, the angrier I got. That night, I messaged Anna on WeChat. "Was the food bad? Or the rib soup too salty that you had to drag me into it?" Anna sent back a cute, mischievous sticker. Not worth arguing with her. That night, I had a dream. In the dream, I became a great hero, rescuing from the bandits' hands a weak Anna who couldn't take care of herself. She lowered her lashes, shyly nestling into my arms, saying that she was already mine. "Brother Alex, you have to take responsibility for me." Ring, ring, ring. The alarm rang. I woke up, cold sweat pouring like rain. Good thing it was just a dream. Scared me to death. But as soon as I opened the door, I saw Anna wearing an apron, bustling in the living room. "Morning, Alex. Hurry and freshen up, then come eat. You've got a decent figure." She acted so naturally, like it was her own home. Oh no, I forgot that from now on she'd come to our house for meals. I hadn't even put on my shirt yet. After frantically dressing, I dashed to the bathroom, splashing cold water repeatedly on my flushed face. It didn't fade at all. "Bro, why's your face so red?" "Is it? Probably washed my face too hard just now." Probably. Anna held back a laugh, looking at me meaningfully, and got glared at by me. On the way to school, we ran into Chris just getting out of a taxi. He saw us and paused for a moment, then immediately smiled and greeted. "What a coincidence. You two ran into each other on the way too?" "Yeah, we bumped into each other on the road." "No, we came out of the house together." The air suddenly went silent. I quickly pulled Chris's hand toward the classroom. He smiled suggestively. "You two okay?" "Fine. Totally fine. Don't overthink. I'm not that close with her anyway." To prove we're not close, as soon as I got to my seat, I used chalk to draw right in the middle of the desk, a boundary line separating us. Anna raised an eyebrow, her face full of grievance and sulkiness. As soon as I met that gaze, I didn't dare look straight at her anymore. After school, Anna took the initiative to tutor me, based on that disastrous math paper. She seemed to wish she could move her seat out the window to avoid crossing the line. I could only crane my neck to see, but still couldn't make it out clearly. At this rate, not only won't I get the problems, but my eyes might go cross too. I resignedly sprawled over the desk, using my finger to slowly erase the boundary line bit by bit. Anna hadn't cooled off yet, extremely arrogantly saying, "Let's see from now on. If you dare draw a clear line with me again." I quickly clasped my hands. Wouldn't dare, wouldn't dare. This humble one knows his mistake. Seeing Anna's lips curve up slightly, I went with the flow. "Great one, be magnanimous and don't hold it against this lowly one. Please, forgive me this once." Anna suddenly leaned close to my ear, whispering, "Depends on your performance, you sneaky merchant." Totally a sneaky merchant. Absolutely. Not sure what she saw. She picked up my math paper and started analyzing. A while later, she looked at me extremely seriously. "Alex, you're not messing with me, are you?" She pointed to the big math problem second to last. I looked puzzled. This question, not more than 5 people in the whole school got right. And you did it correctly. But so many basic questions before it, you didn't do. It's over. Hear my defense. No, hear my explanation first. Because I can't accept those formulas. Can't convince myself that seeing this type of problem, just directly apply the formula. For every formula, I have to derive it myself first. This habit started in middle school. Back then, because of verbal bullying from classmates, plus emotional isolation, it made me extremely insecure. Even formulas I'd memorized, I'd always doubt if I remembered wrong. So my grades plummeted. Then the math teacher called me stupid. It seemed from then on, I was cursed, and really became dumb. I self-mockingly laughed, my lips drooping in grievance. But right now, Anna showed no pity at all, which made me feel relieved. It's just that I can't understand how those complicated formulas can be simplified to just one line like that. Why do teachers always say no need to understand? Just memorize, and it's fine. Why are 1 at we and 2 and 2 4 the same? Clearly, there are so many differences between them. And there's rock, paper, scissors probability too. The one who goes second. Why is the chance of winning the same as the one who goes first? Does the order of time have no effect on the result at all? This was the first time someone patiently listened to me ramble about such trivial things, making me unable to stop once I started. Suddenly realizing I'd been muttering too long, I panicked and clamped my mouth shut. Even with these petty things, my brain doesn't click. Would Anna think I'm stupid? Sorry, I talked too much. Anna raised her hand and lightly flicked my forehead. Come on, deriving formulas on the spot looks super cool, you know? My eyes lit up. Really? Of course. I stared at Anna. In those deep eyes, full of admiration. She really wasn't lying to me. Alex, I think you're perfect for research. You have this great habit of questioning things until you get it. I held the test just barely average, feeling a bit down, but now I can't even finish the test. She gently ruffled my hair comfortingly. It's just a psychological issue, not because you're dumb. How about this? From now on, when doing math, first don't think about why or right or wrong. Just finish it. And those things you're always wondering about, after class we'll discuss together. Sunlight through the window, gently weaving through Anna's hair, then lingering on my eyes. That light was so radiant and warm. I closed my eyes and nodded. The deep pit of insecurity in my heart seemed to be filled. Anna started memorizing formulas with me, doing Olympic math. Strangely enough, those formulas I'd memorized countless times, and still unsure if right or wrong. But just once with Anna, and I could confirm I remembered correctly. I still had so many questions, so many whys. But Anna was always willing to hear my babble, and seriously pulled out Olympic math books, searched online for materials, joined me in finding answers to those whys, doing things teachers called useless. After it clicked, my passion for studying skyrocketed. Waking early to study, staying up late doing homework. Mom had to urge me to sleep early more than once. The monthly exam was coming. I wanted high scores. So when reshuffling seats, I could pick early. I didn't want to be separated from Anna. Does she think the same? I kept wanting to ask, but feared I was overthinking. During eye exercise time, I tentatively asked Anna, monthly exams soon, huh? So after the exam we reshuffle seats, right? I hadn't finished. The student council member checking eye exercises stood at the door reminding, do the eye exercises seriously, no talking, or the class gets points deducted. I quickly shut my mouth. In the eye exercise music, I seemed to hear Anna chuckling secretly. Before the exam, Anna mysteriously gave me a small note. She said it was the exam prediction secrets, and told me not to open it right away, saying to wait until just before the exam for it to work. As if I'd believe you. The last secrets didn't hit a single question. Like possessed, I really waited until exam day to open it. It wasn't any prediction secrets at all, but a small line. Good luck on the monthly exam. My desk mate, Alex Disto. What is this? Such a kid. My mood suddenly lightened. The exam went super smoothly. After the exam, I'd originally planned with Anna to go to the Children's Palace to play. But Mia called saying urgent matter, asking me to watch the roller rink for a bit. The roller rink was opened by Auntie's family. Usually Mia helps watch the shop for pocket money. Actually, our family knows. This is Auntie's way of supporting us. So we're very grateful and work diligently. Cheap tickets. So popular with students. Just a location a bit remote. After messaging Anna, I rushed to the rink. Post-monthly exam break. So the place was packed. Just at the door, Mia hurried out to greet. Oh gosh. My good brother is here. You finally came. I'm heading out for a bit. If anything, call me. Before leaving, the kid didn't forget to mime calling. I patted her back lightly. Go quickly. Little Princess Wood. Big bros here. After afternoon peak new customers thinned out. Finally, I could rest a bit. Propping elbows on the cashier counter, I watched the guys in the rink, teaching girls to skate. So engrossed in pushing the boat that their mouths grinned to the skies. At that moment, I unconsciously pictured teaching Anna Toll how to skate. You're here to play already, still pretending to be all innocent. If you don't know how, let Big Sis teach you. The noise at the bar drew the whole rink's attention. I looked that way. Our school's heartthrob, Tyler, was surrounded by a group of delinquent girls. This was tricky. Dealing with guys is one thing, but with girls, I don't know how to handle. Seeing the atmosphere tense up, I rushed in front of Tyler, patting his shoulder. I see your play time's up. Let me escort you out. Tyler's face was pale as a sheet. This rich young master. How could he have experienced this before? He nodded repeatedly. Suddenly, someone pressed my shoulder. The woman who looked like the Big Sis spoke. Who are you? You think you can just take him away? I sternly brushed her hand off, smiling politely. I'm the manager here, qualified enough. The little punk touched her gold ring in a very disrespectful way, appraising me from head to toe. She pointed at her pants. Please look closely. He crashed into me because he can't skate. Look, this lady's pants are all dirty. Nonsense. Just a tiny speck of dust. Without a microscope, you'd never see it. Tyler's aggrieved tears were about to fall. He choked out an apology. I'm sorry. Then bent down to wipe her pants. But she wickedly dodged. So, how do you want to resolve this, sis? How about this? This time, free tickets for you and your friends. As an apology. Sound good? The girls behind her heard free tickets. Their eyes instantly lit up. Sis Lisa, maybe let it go. Sis Lisa, the beauty queen of number 7 middle school, Lisa Liu. Didn't rumors say she's beautiful and approachable? What a tragedy. This contrast is a bit much. The crowd grew. She felt a bit awkward, pondered a moment, then pulled a can of drink from her bag. I'm not one to push my luck, Lisa Liu. If you can chug this whole can in one go, then we're even. With the motto of quick resolution, I took the 800 ml drink and downed it clean. Finally swallowed it, but I'd never have guessed, even if beaten to death. It was milk inside. I'd rather it was alcohol. My head immediately spun. Lisa's gaze on me added scrutiny. She smiled, leaned close to my face about to say something. Suddenly, someone pulled me back, leaning into a soft embrace. A familiar fresh scent filled my nose. I looked up and saw Anna's chin. Lisa Liu, give some face. Don't make things too ugly. Lisa saw it was Anna. And, chit, clicking her tongue. Your man? With that, her eyes scanned us a few times, leaving a cryptic remark. Interesting. Anna snatched the milk can from my hand, tossed it straight into the trash. Alex, how can you drink anything anyone gives you? She scolded me a bit angrily. I started wobbling, could only hug her waist tightly and apologize. Sorry, Anna, but why do you have two heads, two mouths, and four eyes like this? Anna, panic. Prop me up to head to the hospital right away. Bro, what's wrong? Mia rushed from the door. The kid carefully checked the milk box in the trash, then looked at Anna, like a child who'd done wrong. Sis, Anna forgot to tell you. My brother, I woke up in an unfamiliar room. Heart uneasy. Sat up too fast. Thud. Head banged right into the nightstand. I looked down. Phew. Haven't gone to meet the ancestors yet. But where is this? You okay? Anna, in tight pajamas, ran over, worriedly asking. Not even time to put on shoes. Thinking back to the rink incident, I was a bit scared. No problem. Is this your house? Anna nodded, checking the back of my head. Where else? The room was vast and empty, like a model home with no one living in it. I got up and wandered around Anna's house. Couldn't help sighing. Anna, why so few things in your house? Totally unlike mine. My house is already tiny. A family of 4 are all with hoarding habits like hamsters. Clothes from when me and my sister were little. Mom can't bear to throw away. Has to store under the bed. Anna's house is so big, but her personal touch is pitifully scarce. So little it feels like she could leave any time, without leaving a trace. Thinking that, my heart suddenly tightened. Anna took a bottle of water from the fridge and gave it to me. Anyway, nothing important. This so-called home, I don't care much. That day, Anna told me a cliched old story. A poor couple started a business together, endured all hardships until they made it big. The husband cheated. The wife remarried. Anna was the product of that failed relationship. Childhood spent in parents' endless arguments. Grown up, each built new families. Seemingly 3 homes, but actually not a single warm one. So she moved out to live alone. Better for everyone. That girl hadn't truly grown up yet, curled into a tiny ball on the sofa. Her delicate collarbones prominently visible, like a lion that seems fierce and clawing, but actually just a little cat craving attention. I didn't know how to comfort that proud teen. Even expressing dissatisfaction came with self-mockery. Good thing my stomach knows how to butter up. Rumble, grumble, my stomach started sounding the alarm. I sheepishly scratched my head. Anna, come home with me for dinner. The incident at the rink. Mia, afraid of our parents finding out, voluntarily offered to do the dishes for me for a month. I seized the chance to hike it up to 3 months. Mia gritted her teeth. Deal sealed. I thought that was the end of it. But on the way home from school, I got blocked again. You could tell Lisa had dressed up specially, wearing a long, vibrant red dress, holding a bouquet of brilliant roses in her arms. I dreaded her next words would be, "Hey you there. You've successfully caught the sister's attention." I bowed my head, pretending not to see. But if I went left, she went left. Went right, she went right. Really out of options. I calmly spoke up. "Excuse me, miss. Could you step aside a bit? Thanks." She shoved the bouquet into my arms. Very affectionate and domineering. Be my boyfriend. Lisa's little followers, all joining in to watch the fun. I didn't take the flowers. They fell to the ground on their own. I don't want to. Give them to someone else. With that, I continued walking home. But she grabbed my wrist. Say that again. Anna, after school, delivering materials to the teacher. Just caught up now. She shielded me from behind, her eyes coldly facing Lisa. He already said he doesn't want to. Don't you understand human language? The tension was thick as a taut string. I reached out to tug Anna's sleeve. Forget it. Let's just go. On the way back, Anna's face darkened, full of anger. Jokes or coaxing had no effect. Even standing still for a long time, she didn't notice. Hey, I hurried with small steps to catch up. Grabbing her hand, her cold gaze finally softened. Anna, from now on, don't hang out with that crowd anymore, okay? My words hit home. She was a bit awkward and tried to deflect, but I didn't give her the chance. Circling her like 360-degree surround sound. Okay, please? Is it okay? Really unable to stand my nagging, she finally lowered her head and smiled. Fine. But rumors always spread in weird ways. Even the class heartthrob, Chris, secretly asked me if I was dating Lisa. Occasionally on the street, some tough girls I don't know would bow to me, making me extremely awkward. Moreover, Lisa seemed to really not understand human language. Somehow, the more she lost, the fiercer she got. Clearly a girl, yet every day pulling all sorts of confession stunts, getting all kinds of people to give me food and gifts, shattering completely the peaceful high school life of a passerby like me. Even many boys, from other classes, came to the classroom door to look at me with envious eyes, as if being liked by Lisa was some huge blessing. I really just wanted to gift this blessing all to them. I lazily sprawled over the desk, poking Anna with a pen. Come on, think of something. Your good desk mate is really about to break. Anna bit into the chocolate, as if biting an enemy, chewing and muttering. I see you. Accepting gifts pretty happily? Come on, miss. The flowers and teddy bears you threw in the trash. The snacks and drinks all went into your stomach. How can you say I'm happy accepting them? Where did you see that? Hold on. I suddenly realized, then grinned slyly at Anna. You're not jealous, are you? Cough, cough, cough. Even choked on chocolate. I quickly patted her back. Better? Anna blushed red from face to ears. Finally said nothing. Ran straight to the bathroom. Before we could discuss a plan, Lisa had someone send a date invitation. Anna held the exquisite greeting card, her fingers pressing so hard the back showed marks. The location was the city's most luxurious Western restaurant. I just begged a little. Anna haughtily agreed. Then this young lady will graciously agree with you. Someone like me who's never been there felt a bit panicked. Anna, at a place like that, should I dress a bit formal? Anna pouted, muttering, how much more formal do you want to get? That evening I rummaged through the wardrobe, wanting to find an outfit that looked a bit expensive. Searched half the day, pulled out a black suit from middle school. When Dad went to his good buddy's wedding, I stood in front of the mirror trying it on, looking left and right. Seems a bit loose, huh? What are you doing, Alex? Mom passed behind me holding a feather duster. I'm going to eat at a Western restaurant soon. Mom's eyes suddenly lit up, rushed back to her and Dad's room, took out a small black bag, mysteriously handed it to me. I opened it curiously. Turned out to be a brand new suit. Tried it on. Fit perfectly. Nice, right? This is the coming-of-age New Year's gifty Mom carefully selected and bought for you. It's yours anyway. Early or late doesn't matter. As long as my son is happy. Mom, I love you to death. I remembered the days of cold bullying at school, in middle school. Whatever I wore, people pointed and gossiped. As a kid not understanding, I even got mad at Mom. Said I'd never wear clothes she bought again. I think that day Mom must have been heartbroken. I stood up and hugged Mom, whispered, I'm sorry, Mom. I was wrong before. I love you. And also, thanks, Mom. Mom didn't ask who I was eating with, just secretly slipped 500 yuan into my wallet and told Dad to take me to the barber. Dad personally asked the barber to design a super trendy hairstyle for me. That's my son. Looks handsome in anything. But I rushed to the restaurant and was already late. Good thing not too late. In no time, I'd transformed completely, faintly resembling Dad in his youth. I looked at myself in the mirror, and at the slightly overweight Dad beside me. Fate seemed to suddenly take clear shape. Sunlight poured over us. In that moment, I felt immensely happy. As soon as I opened the door, I saw Anna in an evening gown, the skirt hem swaying lightly like dreamy clouds, sparkling jewelry adorning it, shining alluringly under the lights. Anna slightly lifted her head high, her slender neck elegant like a white swan. Anna saw me and froze for a second, pupils dilating, then sulkily turned away. Is it because you're meeting Lisa that you dressed up so fancy? I looked at Anna, beautiful like this. Couldn't help wondering inwardly, who exactly is dressed fancier than whom? I lifted my head, strode in front of Anna. Hey, does this guy look handsome? Unexpectedly, she stared at me for a long while, tone utterly certain, very handsome. Originally, I just meant to tease her a bit. Who knew it'd make me feel a bit shy? Just still missing a little something. She pretended to ponder, hand on chin. Missing where? Right as I was wondering, she suddenly extended her naughty hand, lightly tousled my hair, grinning cunningly. Now, it's better. With that, she lifted her skirt and dashed ahead a few steps. Anna, you stop right there. Just like that, we frolicked the whole way. Almost late. At the restaurant, we two looked at each other awkwardly. So embarrassing. Lisa's group dressed super casually, though they'd put effort into preparing. Compared to them, Anna and I looked really silly. Lisa saw us. Her eyes flashed with surprise, then turned away, covering her mouth and snickering. We just sat down. Lisa greeted toward the door. At that moment, a handsome young man smiled and approached. But I only noticed Lily behind him. How small this world is. Even here we bump into each other. Let me introduce. This is my little brother, Theo Flynn. After Lisa introduced, she nodded subtly. Anna, you probably know already. What they said after, I only caught bits and pieces. Roughly, Theo likes Anna, and Lisa, as big sister, pursued me. Actually, to clear obstacles for her brother, create opportunities for him. I couldn't understand Lisa's thinking, and I didn't care, because Lily had recognized me. She was still like before, anxiously twisting her fingers, stealing glances at me, her whole demeanor awkward, and extremely timid. Back then it was because she was bullied by others. I stood up to protect her. That's how we became friends. Just that later she became one of my bullies too. Lily's gaze on me was complex, stunned, remorseful, and a hint of hard-to-detect admiration. I still remember, back then, to avoid continuing at the high school where my middle school friends would, I gave it my all. Memorized mechanically every page of textbooks, references, and tests. Finally, just barely scored enough for the current key high school. Actually, just to escape those old people. To start a new life, Lisa suggested. To give Anna and Theo a chance to be alone together. Past memories flooded back. Plus, what happened today? Too many things made my heart feel tired. About to stand and leave. But Anna grabbed my arm. Wait for me. She frowned, looking like she had a lot to say. Under that gaze. Hard to refuse. Had to surrender. Okay. I waited for her, leaning on the railing by the floor-to-ceiling window, watching the bustling traffic outside. Suddenly, A lollipop fell from the sky. For you. Lisa had one in her mouth, mumbling as she handed it. Thanks. But didn't expect the beauty queen to like these. So what? This is strawberry, go ahead and eat. Then, she copied my pose looking out the window. Alex, yeah? Anything? Nothing. Your name sounds nice. Thanks, yeah. You were super slow at the rink that day. Ha ha ha. Really? This made me not know how to reply. Alex, how about we give it a try? My hand slipped off the railing, almost fell flat. What did you say? Lisa curved her eyes, casually reached to pinch my cheek. I dodged. She scratched her head, grinning mischievously. Just kidding. Why so stingy? But when she turned back, saw Lily coming to find me. She raised an eyebrow, pointing. Hey, looking for you? Do you two know each other? With that, she pulled a few more from her bag. Lollipops of various flavors. Placed them in my palm. Then turned and walked away casually. Lily twisted her shirt hem as she approached me. She was anxious. Before, whenever anxious, she'd twist her shirt hem. Alex, you're here too? Stating the obvious. A bland and cliched greeting. Actually, her taking the initiative to talk to me surprised me quite a bit. I thought for her whole life, she'd pretend nothing ever happened. Lily asked me lots of trivial things, like have you eaten yet? How did you get here? Heard that's someone's new song yet? After some simple small talk, finally she mustered courage, tentatively asking, how's life at the new school? Her cautious tone seemed mixed with some kind of expectation. I smiled. Very good. She patted her chest, sighing in relief, muttering softly, that's good, that's good. But what's good about it? I've lost the most basic trust in people. Those cold, bitter words from before were all nails hammered into my heart. Nails, even if pulled out, the wounds don't disappear. Anna finished talking and came out. I turned to follow, but Lily grabbed my shirt hem, pitifully asking me, Alex, can I still come to your house to play? I knew well this was a plea for peace and apology, but the old memories were truly too painful. I turned to look at Anna standing ahead. A ray of light shone on her, warm enough to make one want to cry. Sorry, I think I'm not mature enough yet to casually accept those hurts. As for forgiveness, let heaven decide. Lily, I calmly called her full name. As if sensing something, she disappointedly let go of my shirt. Let's just pretend we never knew each other. I won't continue living with resentment toward you either. I want to run toward my own ray of light, too. Don't know what Anna said to Theo. When leaving, Theo's eyes were a bit red. Lisa saw that. She was about to charge and confront Anna immediately. Good thing Theo stopped her in time. When leaving the restaurant, Theo ran over and patted my shoulder, leaving a puzzling remark, "You're really lucky," then left. I stood dazed there for a long while, looking at Anna. She winked mysteriously too. I got even more confused. The monthly exam results were announced. With perfect math score, I'd made huge progress, jumping to second in class. Teachers and friends were all shocked, except Anna, as if it was only natural. She just smiled calmly and reassuringly. Student life is really simple. Just good grades and people will like you. Teachers and friends' attitudes toward me, clearly much warmer. Just that sudden positive change also invites envy. When class president Haley came to ask me a math problem, I was a bit tense. Instinctively said, actually, I don't really understand this one either. The surrounding atmosphere suddenly went silent. Chris sarcastically spoke, don't understand but got them all right. Weird could it be? He left it hanging, giving the class a look like you all know what I mean. I awkwardly looked at Anna. She nodded slightly, firmly looking at me and saying, just explain your problem-solving thought process. Believe in yourself. I picked up the pen, drew a few lines on the problem. Look at this keyword. It's using the formula teacher taught last week, then apply to the textbook, like the sample teacher mentioned yesterday. Haley heard and slapped her forehead, suddenly getting it. Oh, so that's it. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks. Classmate, Alex. Don't know why. Lately, Chris has been more hostile toward me. Even if I act as his errand boy carrying his bag, he'd occasionally say, sarcastically, "A study god deigning to hang out with us mortals. We must have some face." Really couldn't stand that mocking tone. After that, I gradually stopped joining their activities, no longer going to the bathroom with them, but still couldn't avoid the jabs. Everyone look, I told you, he's a study god now, not like us anymore. Turns out when someone targets you, whatever you do is wrong. Have to admit, Chris still has his own little clique. Many in the group started isolating me. Good thing the grade is older. Most classmates don't bother with their childish games anymore. Alex, someone's looking for you outside. I went out to check. Unexpectedly, it was Tyler, our school's true heartthrob, the top charisma guy in the social rankings. He laughed refreshingly, gave me a letter, and a printed book set. Exactly the one I'd wanted to read before. Classmate Alex, thanks for the roller rink incident last time. A handsome guy is a handsome guy. Even his words cheer you up. Because of Tyler's appearance, the class atmosphere subtly changed, stemming from curiosity and admiration for the heartthrob. Classmates' attitudes toward me shifted from autumn breeze to spring wind. After Tyler came to find me a few times, our relationship got better and better. We often studied together. I taught him math. He tutored me in literature and English. We had lots of common topics, a literary work we could discuss for a long, long time. Also, like anyone, secretly exchange men's secrets, or help other girls deliver love letters to him. For the first time, I felt the experience of having a true best friend was so wonderful. I clearly became much more open, smiled more too. At home, Mia was surprised. Bro, are you in love or something? You look so radiant all day. I shook my head. No. A beautiful friendship excites more than love. Mia shuddered, pretending to shake off goosebumps. I slightly raised an eyebrow. You wouldn't understand the brotherhood between men. Anna had eaten 3 full bowls of rice. Don't forget there's still a girl here. When I noticed Anna, I realized lately she seemed to have filled out a bit. I told her to line up with my little sister. My sister still only reached her eyebrows. Not right. Doesn't seem changed at all. Anna pulled me to the doorframe to measure. Oh man. The two of them secretly grew 4 cm behind my back. This relative motion knowledge isn't solid. Anna smugly, Alex, you don't grow as fast as us. What? I didn't believe. Went to measure height. Found I really only grew 1 centimeter. Did Mom secretly supplement you two? Without calling me? I asked grumpily. Anna and the kid put on innocent faces and shrugged. So what? You two grew so much, and I only a tiny bit. Anna, pensively scanned me head to toe twice, then leaned close to my ear, using a volume only we could hear. Whispered, "Don't worry, you've grown too, just lengthened in another place." With that, her ears flushed red. She dashed off to teach Mia homework. You. How can she casually say such things? In an instant my face blushed down to my heels. What an improper one. Tyler said he's gained weight lately. Lunch break insisted on dragging me running. Come on. Think of it as physical test training, hurry bro. I looked at the sky outside. Felt like rain was coming, but just half a lap around the field. I had to admire my jinx mouth. Sky started drizzling. Seeing this, I quickly took off my outer jacket. We two draped the jacket and dashed to the school building. Finally made it under the eaves. Somehow groups of girls gathered there. His jacket soaked through. Mine didn't escape either. We two drowned rats stood giggling for half a day. Suddenly heard girls whispering, "Look quick. Hey, Tyler and that guy both have abs." Hearing that, our faces flushed red. Just wanted to escape quickly. Trouble was the watching girls were too many. Mostly Tyler's diehard fans. We two just stood frozen there. At a loss. Anna's urgent shout suddenly rang. "Hurry, go! The grade director's coming!" Hearing this, the girls in the hallway, now panicked and scattered every which way, about to sneak away in the chaos when Anna nabbed me. She cold-faced sternly, "No more running. The director isn't here today. I tricked them. You two hurry to the bathroom. Borrow a dryer. Dry your hair and clothes. Weather this cold. What if you catch a cold? Really don't care about health." Still standing there grinning stupidly. With that, she stormed off, tidied up, and back to class. Anna was still mad. I secretly poked her lightly with a pen. She ignored me completely. No choice. Had to launch Win Over 1-0 campaign. My gentle, cute, kind, forgiving, understanding desk mate surely won't ignore this poor desk mate, right? Anna's brows relaxed a bit. "Desk mate, I suddenly noticed how handsome you are. Total A-list, star, face." Anna's lips curved into a smile. "Desk mate, today I'll personally make for you your favorite strawberry fruit cake, okay?" Anna turned away, but from her back, I could guess that she was very happy right now. "Desk mate, why are your ears so red?" She cleared her throat, a bit shyly said, "Cough, cough, cough. Consider you sensible. This young lady graciously forgives you. Give me some space. I'm going out for fresh air." This kind of fresh air is great indeed. I got drenched but didn't catch cold. Anna did catch one though. Mom cooked much lighter food. Just that lately Anna's been weird. Always keeping over a meter distance from me. More precise than PCR test distancing. By the 10th time I tried talking to her, and she dodged me like the plague. I got mad. "What are you doing?" She covered her nose and mouth with her hand, leaning away from me. "Don't let me give you my cold." "Oh, so that's it. But best friends should catch colds together. Plus, have you heard that passing the cold to the next person makes the original recover faster?" First time Anna heard such a bizarre logic. She was utterly shocked, eyes a bit downcast, asking back, "Really?" As a kid, whenever I got sick, I was seen as a nuisance. Hey, it's true. So now don't stand so far from me. Okay. Under my lame logic, best friends must catch colds together. Me, Tyler, and Mia all got hit. No one spared. So we decided to all take leave. Not to rest at home, but actually to go play at Anna's house together. We brought lots of gifts and snacks to Anna's house. Ah, sis Anna, your house is so big, but hardly any stuff. Looks too empty. I quickly kicked my sister. Sorry, my sister lacks tact, speaks without thinking. Before coming to Anna's, I'd specially told my sister and Tyler to bring small gifts. Anna's house was really too empty, no human warmth. My sister gave a jar of scented candles. Tyler gave a tea set. And I gave my favorite blue teddy bear, matching the one I pillow to sleep every night. Same series. The empty room because of us kids' arrival, suddenly no longer cold. Originally said to study together, ended up using the projector to watch movies. At first planned latest horror, but online, said the ending a bit unlucky. So Mia forced us to switch to Alice in Wonderland. Then just watching and snacking got boring. Mia and Tyler invited each other to game. Unexpectedly, Tyler looked so scholarly elegant, but privately a gaming addict teen. I took out a literature test from my bag, flipped to the back, using the essay grid to play tic-tac-toe with Anna. Need this handsome bro to go easy on you? I'm unbeatable. Across the land. Surrender, now while you can. Unexpectedly, Anna's skills were terrifying. We often filled the entire essay grid without deciding a winner. So another sheet, another, until she pulled out my treasured literature test. I quickly snatched it and hugged it tight. Not this one. Anna tilted her head puzzled. Why not? No means no. Why so many whys? A bit later, when I wasn't paying attention, Anna ambushed and grabbed the test. My face flushed red instantly, because this test's essay topic was longing. My intro used a poem line, cleverly weaving Anna's name into it. Peaceful poetry like jade. Longing connects. Lingering around, never ceasing. Worried my little thoughts exposed, my face burned red, head bowed not daring to look at her. She smiled and returned the test to me. I'll give you this one. I won't draw on yours. I pretended to casually glance at her essay. Intro, also poetry. Woodborne noble flowers, full moon radiant. Gentle wind whispers, lost in deep sleep. She wrote about me? No mood for movies anymore. Only the Mad Hatter's trivial line left a deep impression. Why is a raven like a writing desk? After eating pizza, we kids sprawled on the carpet. So boring. Mia whined. She asked Anna, Sis, Anna, someone of your level, do you ever feel bored? Anna, silent a while, replied a bit wearily, Yes, quite often actually, noticing the loneliness in her voice. I said, Actually, boredom is necessary. What one does in free time determines the fundamental difference between them and others. Anna heard and froze, turned to look at me, eyes shining bright. I shyly spoke. This is a quote from the remote manor. Tyler compiled it in the literature materials for me. Tyler laughed too. Alex, I gave it for you to read, not memorize word for word. Guess I have a knack for memorizing. Young people together seem both dull and fun. Chatting. Tyler suddenly asked, What dreams do you have? He said he has nothing he really wants to do. But parents expect a lot. Getting into a prestigious university is the biggest wish now. Maybe after that, go to a good city. Find a good job. He doesn't want to live under parents' control. Tyler sighed. I seem to want nothing, but everything's being done the best way. Mia chimed, Wow. I haven't thought that far. Now, I just want a small house of my own. And you? Anna didn't talk about herself, but turned to ask me, I want to do research. Didn't you say I'm suited for research? I smacked my lips, continued dreaming. Moreover, through lab research, to bring math into life. I want people like my parents to enjoy benefits from scientific progress, whatever it is. I want to do something useful for the world. The room suddenly silent. After a while, I asked worriedly, You won't laugh at me, right? As if everyone has adulthood syndrome. After middle and high school, more and more people utterly look down on classmates who actively answer in class, as if positivity and energy became bad things to avoid. Anna seriously looked at me. No, Alex, you're really cool. My sister and Tyler also looked with trusting and encouraging eyes. Words I was ashamed to say, thoughts easily misunderstood. Before true friends finally can be expressed frankly and boldly. Sea change day. Since I was second to choose, when entering class, Anna was already in the old spot. After entering, I deliberately wandered around other seats. Seeing Anna's face starting to look off, I obediently sat back in the old seat. Classmate Anna, let's get acquainted again. I'm Alex. In 11th grade, study pressure heavier. Evenings started self-study periods. Every day after school, I went home with Anna. This lessened the loneliness on the way. Walking on the road. Sometimes, the moon big and bright, as if right overhead. Just reach out to touch. Clear moonlight, my and Anna's. Shadows, even clearer. I like pocketing both hands. Walking ahead of Anna a bit. That way, turning back, I can see the ground shadows. As if she was linking arms with me. This intimate but unreal scene. Enough to light a teen boy's dream. When no moon, stars often twinkled brightly, but without shadows. I felt a bit down. Anna poked my back. Alex, look at this starry sky, so beautiful. Why so glum? Beautiful, my foot. Sparse and weak. Far from the Milky Way at Grandpa's. Got it? Then after college entrance exam, take me to sea. Sure. Then consider this a promise? In my heart surged an indescribable joy. Anna smiled. She suddenly asked me a strange question. You tell me, a fish standing in the ocean. Do its feet hurt? Huh? Do fish even have feet? She smiled and ruffled my hair, laughing. Nothing. Hurry home. That day was Anna's birthday. During break, I even told her, tonight we have to go home early. Mom specially made your favorite. Eggplant, stuffed, meat fry. But first afternoon period, teacher called me out. Teacher's face extremely grave. He moved his lips saying something. But I only remember the first sentence. Your dad's in trouble, because the project payment kept being owed. That day, Dad with worker brothers went to the corporation to demand pay. The person in charge asked to finish one more part. Up high. Finish and pay immediately. Then Dad fell from the scaffolding. Had to go to ICU. Hospital sent critical notice twice. The hospital was chaotic. Bloodied patients constantly brought in. Mom's cries full of despair. Disinfectant and blood smells mixed in the air. Suffocating. When I arrived at the hospital, Dad was already in surgery. I couldn't cry. Mind blank. Accepting everything numbly and passively. Needs surgery, needs amputation, and needs a lot of money. I couldn't imagine a sports-loving person like Dad. After losing his legs, what to do? The urgent matter now is money. That's a surgery fee that even selling all assets, borrowing from all relatives wouldn't cover. Bro, where are you going? Mia was hugging our fainted mom. Unknowingly, little sister could already hold Mom in her arms. You wait here. I went to Wanjian Corporation. That's the company owing the workers pay. Dad really needs that money now. Brother, please. Let me in. My dad's still in hospital waiting for this money. To save his life. I knelt, without care for image, before the front desk. But, ultimately chased out of the office building. Helplessness and despair invaded my vision. I couldn't even see the road ahead clearly. Suddenly, I heard a familiar voice. Anna lowered her voice. You go back first. Leave the compensation and payment to me. I wiped my tears. Saw her coming out of the office building. Wondering if she came early to help me, demanded justice or not. Then I heard a woman in secretary attire say to Anna, Miss, it's time. The chairman is waiting for you upstairs. Only then did I belatedly realize. The boss of Wanjian Corporation also has surname Ann. The surgery went smoothly, but the whole family still sunk in grief. We all knew Dad was the saddest now, but Dad still comforted us, though lost a leg. But, luckily, kept my life. Hearing those words, Mom couldn't hold back, turned and sobbed. My sister suddenly became very sensible. After school, as long as time we took turns caring for Dad, digesting pain needs time. A very, very long time. The days after passed quickly. After the incident, Anna never came to school again. Each time I gathered her homework sheets, stacked neatly on the desk. now a meter high. Afraid of blocking the back student's blackboard view. I helped store them in her seat, but I heard she's going abroad soon. Not taking the college exam. Won't come to school anymore. Perhaps because that time was too painful. So many things I don't remember clearly. In memory, only countless hospital trips and endless test stacks before college exam. Exam over, finally could breathe easy. The boys gathered, excitedly discussing, wanting to confess to their secret crushes. I heard them say, if confession fails, ask for her hair clip, because hair clips always by her side, like she's always by you anytime. Hey, Anna's not here, huh? If she was, could ask her. Dream on? Goddess Anna here wouldn't give you anyway. That year's graduation ceremony, Anna really came. She was much prettier, also much thinner. But seeing her, I thought of Dad lying in bed, alone, endlessly smoking. My heart tightened in pain. Ceremony ended. I found an extra hair clip in my desk drawer. Really reluctant. Couldn't even say a proper goodbye. After that, I kept dreaming the same dream. In the dream, it's high school graduation. I shamelessly wanted to hug each classmate. Before reaching the class president, I was grabbed by the uniform sleeve and pulled by my deskmate. If you want to hug this young lady, no need for all that effort. With that, I fell into a gentle embrace, like warm spring sun. Anna whispered close to my ear, like echo in the valley, from now on, except me, you're not allowed to hug anyone else. But this was just my pipe dream. Our family life after was okay. The compensation was a lot. Enough for me and sister college. And physical therapy costs. I don't know how much Anna had to effort in this matter. I know I shouldn't blame her, but I don't know how to face her. My sister studies medicine, specializing in mechanics and medicine combo. Dad now uses prosthetic legs she designed, walking no different from normal. And I'm still researching math. Just recent project related to high-tech agriculture, applying math models to farming. Helped a few villages escape poverty. Dad's aged but insists on countryside. House has 2 useful kids for society. Parents feel very content with life. Only one thing they dare not mention. That's me still not dating. Whenever someone confesses to me, I'll ask them, does a fish standing in the sea have sore feet? I never get the answer I want, because even I don't know the answer. Mom sometimes deliberately hints in front of me. Wonder what Du's doing now. Yeah, what is she doing now? I took 2 days off from the institute to attend Tyler's wedding. At the wedding, the MC asked, what does your youth have? Thinking of this question, I couldn't help inwardly answering. My youth is simple. A plain cute hair clip, a literature test, essay grid full of tic-tac-toe, an unfulfilled promise to stargaze, and an unrealized hug. At the wedding I met Lily again. She's now mom to a little girl. Shed the old naivety and restraint. Became a mom her daughter relies on. She smiled and introduced to the kid, Nana. This is Mom's very close friend from school days. Lily gently tucked her side hair, sincerely said to me, Alex, thanks for those middle school years, and sorry too. I smiled, no resentment left in heart, casually accepted this late apology. Even many times I inwardly thanked her. Without her, perhaps I wouldn't have thought to test into Key School. If not at that Key School, perhaps I wouldn't have met Anna again. Anna, see, everything seems predestined by heaven. So don't avoid me anymore, okay? I really never blamed you. Just back then, didn't know what to do. Though don't know where Anna is, but every birthday, I receive a Pokemon plush. This year, not yet. Did something happen to her? Or she forgot me? Walking on the road, my mind a bit dazed, Almost tripped, but someone hugged my waist to steady. It was someone in a Pikachu costume. My favorite plush. Inside came the voice etched in my heart. My nose suddenly stung. My hands trembled, removing the plush head. Finally, meeting the one I longed for. Anna's eyes red looking at me. Smiled just like that summer noon girl back then. I took a deep breath. Waist trembling. You tell me, does a fish standing in the sea have sore feet? She fell into my arms. I love you. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Because I like you. Does a fish standing in the sea have sore feet? The answer is, I love you. Loving someone needs no reason. All the strange things, contrary words, and words can't express fully, all just want to say, I love you. All just want to say, I love you.